Okie dokie. Welcome everyone for our Pilates today. Grab a small ball, maybe something to elevate your hands on if you are working on holding those planks and doing work while you're holding a plank. You may like to have something elevated. So I've just got a little ottoman over here just to show you an example and that you can get an idea of what you might want to work on. So it could be that low, it could even be higher. So it just depends on you. Okay, grab that small ball. If you don't have a small ball, a rolled up towel could be helpful, something that'll just give you a little bit of support and that you can hold on to from time to time. We're going to turn to the side and let's go ahead. You'll take the small ball and just place it over here to the side for now, okay, just so that you can reach it. We're going to roll it on back and just starting here with a big full body stretch first. Let's get that first good big morning stretch out of the way. Big deep breath in, exhale it out. Now, with your arms overhead, we can even start that core engagement here. So with your arms overhead, your legs stretched out, I want you to notice if you bow up a little bit in your back. So do you kind of arch your back a bit away from the floor and those ribs are kind of lifting up. So on your next exhale, take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, blow out the breath and try to press the middle of your rib cage toward the mat. Right down here. So take one hand, you can place the other arm. If it's not all the way overhead, it's okay. It can be like a little cactus arm out to the side. Okay, I want you to take one hand, place it across the rib cage where those floating ribs are at the bottom. Notice if they're kind of lifted up. Inhale, exhale, push it down. Feel the muscles starting to contract there. Transverse abdominals. So there you've got that girdle and its space engaged. You can hold that and still breathe. So it's not about our breath here. It's about the contraction of the muscles. So inhale here within that contraction. And you're going to feel the ribs move more out to the side. Now exhale, keep the contraction and give it a little more action there. Blow out the breath. So there's our active phase. Then we're just going to hold a light contraction, take a breath in. You'll have to breathe more to your back and out to the sides. Exhale and blow it out. Now, I want you to maintain that contraction as you bring your knees up, hands behind the head. Inhale, start to float the legs up. You can take that ball that we have nearby and place it between the knees. Okay, so if you had to move your body, go ahead, come back to this space and reestablish that connection. Okay, so now take a breath in, start to lower the legs down. If you feel like you need to take one hand on top of those ribs just to maintain that connection, go ahead and do so. Okay, so inhale, the legs go down. If your ribs are staying pulled down, the pelvis should stay steady as well. This is all connected here, from ribs down to the pubic bone. Okay, so inhale and exhale. We want to keep those ribs keep the hips from rocking. And one way to do that, rather than focus on the ribs, is focus on what's not moving. Okay, differentiation. Just focus on what's not moving. Inhale and exhale. Now take the hands behind the head. Inhale. With your next exhale, go ahead and float the shoulders up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, floating up. Squeezing the ball. Inhale, bring it down. You're going to keep that space from chin to chest about the size of your fist. So you're just trying to float your shoulder blades away from the floor. We'll take 4 more. You may even find some shaking happening, and that's perfectly fine. It means that we're just establishing new neural connections, building pathways, building muscles. Okay, 2 more. Last one. Inhale, exhale out. And now just release the feet down, release the shoulders back. We're going to move the ball over to the side again, just within reach. Okay, hands still behind the head. Inhale. I want you to take your left leg, bring that up into a little table position or parallel to the ceiling. And then bring your right shoulder up and over. So not so much your elbow, but more think about your shoulder and take it back down. So same side every time. Just kind of a broken down little crisscross action. Lift it up and over. Inhale down. Exhale. Take a hold there as you exhale. Now, nothing else is moving. Your hips are steady. There's not a rocking from side to side. Oftentimes what may happen is that the whole body will kind of roll over and you'll find yourself rolling onto that hip. But I want you just to lift and cross. That's it. Okay, 2 more on this side. Exhale. Good. And again, we'll take it to the opposite side. Inhale, come back. Switch sides, exhale, lift up, cross over, and bring it down. This is all very slow. Your knee stops right about in line with your hip. The rest of the work is from your upper body, so don't try to cheat yourself out of that action by bringing the knee in too close. Okay? So inhale, come down, exhale, lift up. Try to open the elbows out wide. Even when you rock back, you want to make sure that you're not disengaging, so you're not really letting go of those ribs. Everything's very controlled. Last 4. 3. Still breathing. 2. And last 1. Now back to center. Take a moment here. Okay, from there, go ahead and take that ball if you like. We're going to bring it between the knees, reclining twist. So arms out to the sides. Take a breath in, squeezing either knees together or into an item here. As you rock to one side, just pause and hover. Rock it over. Keep your shoulder resting to the mat. Come back to center. Okay, so even here, I want you to, again, when you come back to center, pause for a moment. Notice if there's space behind the middle back. Push it down. Okay, now rock. Keep that action. Pause, and then bring it back to center. Good. Inhale. Over. Exhale. So think ideally about kind of keeping your knees scooped towards your chest, squeezing the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale to center. So as you're twisting to the left, think for a moment as you pause about bringing the left side waist around to the right side. This will help sweep you back to center. Same thing to the right. Think about the right side waist trying to sweep its way back over to the left side of your body. Okay, it's going to activate those rotating muscles. Okay, multifidus in your back. We've got the obliques on the side waist. All kinds of stuff happening here together to get you back to center. Last 4. And 3. 2. Continue by drawing the knees slightly up towards your chest. The feet can go as high as you like. Just try not to let them drop past the knees. And we come back to center again and rest. All right, very good. So go ahead and bring the feet down. We're going to take a little lift with the shoulders again. So feet are on the mat. We're taking a lift with the shoulders. I want you to bring the legs up, reach to the sky, and then drop it down, rock back. Float the shoulders, lift the knees up, and bring it down. Now, again, if you'd like to have the ball there, if that just gives you a little more comfort and it gives you some feedback, take the ball. Okay, we can bring that between the knees and bring it down. Now, lift, lift, kick, and bring it down. Okay. Inhale, exhale, lift, back down, up, and kick. Good job. Last 4. 3. You can start to make it all a little bit more of a continuous movement. 2. And last 1. And rest for just a moment. Very nice. You can just shake it out a little side to side. We'll take the legs back up. Go ahead and remove the ball for now. Okay, we're going to flex through the feet. So if go ahead and flex and point a few times. Okay, you're gonna feel that kind of the stretch that goes down the back of the legs and then the front of the shins activating when you flex. Okay, hold it here. Push out through your heels. Now, if that's a little discomforting or you just don't feel like you can keep your legs up, bend the knees. All right, so that maybe the hamstrings pulling at your pelvis. So I want you to just bend those knees a little. Okay, so whichever variation you're in, we're pressing the feet toward the sky, toes are pulling toward the head. Inhale, start to lower the left leg down only, and we're gonna count it out for 4. So we're gonna go down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Same side, down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shoulders relax back, ribs are down. We keep going. 4, it's slow. 3, 2, 1. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me one more on that side. Go down. 4, 3. You're engaged. You've got that, like when you blow out your breath and you've got that engagement around your waist from ribs to hips. Come up and pause. Switch sides. Take it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a little pause. Bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale down. 4, 3, 2. Control. 1. Take it as low as you can hold it and bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. 2 more. Inhale. Down. 2, 1. Hold. Bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. As smooth as you can make that movement. One last time. 4, 3, 2. Good job. 1. Hold it and up. Push out through that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs up. Now, lifting the shoulders off the mat, reach over, right hand to left foot, and then we switch. Left to right, right to left. Now again, notice it's a little more challenging, I think, than it ever looks like it should be, because when we lift up, we're really having to balance more now that our legs are up. So there could be a little more rocking happening. I want you to try to stabilize that rocking sensation when you move from side to side. Really press through the feet. Let your hips be heavy to the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Now adding on, right hand, left foot, and then drop the right leg. Bring it up. Switch sides. And reach. Reach. Good. Now inhale. Exhale up. Reach. Bring it up. Good. Very nice. Last 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4. Breathing. 3, 2, and last 1. Awesome work. Rest for a moment. Bring those knees in. Give them a hug. Take it back out. Full body stretch. Reach it out nice and long. Bring the feet to the mat. And then we'll just roll over to the side. So here we'll work on a little side plank action. So if you have your item and you want to elevate, I'm just going to show you a couple of options. Okay, so side plank on the elbow preferably. Okay, so we'll be here. And you can start with a knee down. So if you want to lift onto something, this is the option. Otherwise, you're just flat on the mat doing your basic side plank on the elbow. Okay, so you could always opt whichever variation you're in. You can have a knee down, or you could have both legs straight, stacking one leg in front or on top. So these are your options to start moving and progressing. Okay, I'll just start here and we'll work our way through it. We're going to lower down that hip without moving the shoulder horizontally. Meaning I'm not going to go like this. I don't want to collapse in it. So we're going to just drop the hip, lift the hip, okay, down and up. Good.
making sure that your shoulder and your elbow are in the line, okay? So you don't want that elbow too far out, but you also don't want it tucked underneath you, okay? So it's just nice and stacked. Good, down, bring it up. Inhale, exhale up, good job. Just a few more. Inhale, exhale. Last 3, 2, kind of push into that forearm to lift yourself up away from whatever you're on, whether it's the floor or the item. Okay, last one. And release that side. All right, so we'll switch to the other side. Since I did that one elevated, I'm going to do the other one elevated. So if you're with me, swap sides, elevated or on the floor, whatever you did on that first side. Okay, getting ready. Here we go. So make sure you're in a plank position, not the knee kind of stacked under your hip, not this way. All right, so we're already in that side plank, which means we're at an angle. Make sure that elbow, again, underneath the shoulder. Rock the shoulder back a little bit. Make sure it's engaged. Inhale, exhale up. Now your range of motion may be different too, right? Because as you may notice, especially if you're elevated, but you're going to get a stretch on the outside of that bottom thigh. Okay, so that could also play a part into the range of motion that you have. How much tightness do we have down through the outer thigh and down that IT band? Inhale, exhale up. Deep breath. Exhale. Press into your forearm. Try to push up away from the item you're on. And up. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, very good. Now just flip it over whether you're on your item or you're on the floor. So I'll start up high. Okay, so we'll be working on a plank position. So just decide whether for you that's going to be on the mat or elevated. Okay, so finding a plank position. Shoulders are relaxed back. We're pulling the ribs in without bowing through the back. Pull the belly up a little bit. And now you've got everything connected, okay, without lifting those hips. You could be higher than I am here if you like, okay, or lower. Now, just bringing your left knee up toward the chest a bit. I want you to flip it open out to the side. And now bring it down, okay? Switching sides. Bring it up, then out, in, and down. Your next option, let me show you real quick. If none of that works for you, come to a table and lift it up, out, and down, okay? So let's keep going wherever you are. Left, out, in, down. Right, out, in, down. Left, out, in, down, and right goes out, in, down. Notice the shoulders are staying steady. There's no additional twisting or moving. It's just a little pendulum of your knee out to the side and back in. We'll take 8 more, so just 4 on each side, almost there. Out, in. Notice your neck. Make sure it's staying relaxed. Okay, good. 2 more each side. In, out, in, down, and out, in. 1 more. This is it, last time, this side, all right, and rest. Go ahead and bring yourself down. If you're on the floor, you can just do a child's pose or traditional down dog, whichever suits you. If you're on your elevated space, you might get a little deeper stretch here if you have your hands propped up. Make sure the neck, again, nice and loose. We'll come all the way down to the mat. I'm going to set this off to the side. All right, so all the way down. Take your ball, have it close by again. As we lower down to the mat. Shoulders, relax back. Go ahead and take that ball right in front of you. Now I want you to reach up toward the ball, top of your feet. So feet are wide. Take them about the width of your mat, okay? Press the pubic bone down. Neck is long, head is down. Inhale, just lift the ball up and lower it down. That's all we're gonna do, a little overhead lift. Keep the forehead down. If you'd like, you could prop your forehead on a rolled up towel or a blanket underneath you, or just to the mat. Lift and lower. Depends on how far away the mat is from your head, right? So if you need a little more alignment, put something under your head. A small block, blanket, towel, something like that. Or just hold it. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Just the arms, not the chest. Push the pubic bone toward the mat. Energy from your inner thighs down the feet to your big toes. Separate your toes even here. Try to push to the tops of those toes and feet. Feel your quads engaged, your glutes are engaged. Lift and lower, so much happening. Again, focusing on what's not moving. Okay? This is how we differentiate. I want you to take 4 more. Up, bring it down. Even if your elbows need to be bent more. Okay, this is fine. 3, 2, and 1. Now rest for a moment. Just bring the arms all the way back and rest your head to one side. You might even just shift around a little with your feet just to get a little more mobility there in your low back. All right, come back to center. We'll take the hands out. Inhale. Start to lift the chest this time. Hands are out to the sides. Lift the elbows back, bring it down, and rest. Okay? So just float the chest, elbows squeeze, bring it down, and rest. Float up, squeeze, down. So we're working those muscles between the shoulders here. And we're working those spinal extensors. Lift, lower, and down. Let's see if we can take that into a little bit more of a continuous movement. So we'll lift, bring it down. If you lose your focus or your engagement by doing it all at one time, keep it separate. Okay, I'm just going to lift, squeeze, and lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Last 4, up, 4. Keep those feet heavy. Don't forget about what's not working, what's not moving. Actually, it's working, just not moving. So your whole lower body working but not moving. It's staying anchored. Last 1. And release it. Turn your head to the opposite side. Arms go back by your sides. And just go ahead and move your feet. All right. Come on back. Shake out those ankles a little. They need a little movement. Okay. Back to center. Now, we'll lift and lower the lower body only this time. Okay. So you can have your hands across the mat. Head rested. Shoulders relaxed. So I want you to pick up just the left leg. So think about lifting the left thigh or the front of your leg away from the floor. The glute will activate and lift that leg for you. Okay. Bring it down. Same thing, right side. Think about lifting the front of your right thigh away from the floor, okay, without shifting your hips. And bring it down. Left side, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Right. Lifts up. Lower down. Continue here. Think about getting longer through the leg each time you lift it. Inhale, exhale down. Now, if you'd like, take both legs. You can continue to alternate or bring both legs up, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift. Think about the muscles that are working. Okay? Primarily the glutes, hip extensors, lifting. Try to keep those legs really straight as long as you can. Pubic bone down, lift. So we're not trying to rock in that low back. Okay, just lifting and lowering. Last 4, alternating or double leg lift. 3. Still breathing, still drawing your ribs up away from the mat. Okay, don't forget about the front body. This will help stabilize through your core and protect your back. Last 1. And bring it down. Very nice. All right. Shake it out. Bend the knees. Hands under the shoulders. Lifting up. And then slowly bring it back into a nice child's pose stretch. right. Let's just walk it back. Okay, so we'll roll on back again. You can take your ball with you. We'll add just a few little sequins together. So we've done a lot of great work already, but we're gonna roll it back. Go ahead and take that ball between the legs. We'll start here, hands behind the head, inhale. Start to lower the legs down. Exhale, lift up. Just 8 of them. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Good. Keep the ribs pulled down. 6. Connected. 5. Space between chin and chest. Squeeze the thighs together or toward the item. Just squeeze them. Last 3. 2. Keep going. And 1. Now, I want you to take that last one. Kick those legs up. Bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, kick them up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Kick. Nicely done. Last 3. 2. And 1. Stay here. Remove the ball. Okay. Take it right shoulder, left leg crisscross, and then switch. You could go back to feet to the floor here, like we did at the very beginning. Awesome work. Let's go for last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now legs go straight up. Actually, let's make the ball one more time. Let's do a little reclining twist while we're here. So legs can go straight up or they can be softly bent. I want you to squeeze, rotate, pause, and come back. If you'd like to start that extra lever, okay, so a little added weight, straighten one leg at a time, opposite side, so right foot to left side, and then to the other. Or straighten both your legs as much as you can, but make sure there's no discomfort of your back. Last 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Now we're back to center. Take those legs up, set the ball to the side, flex the feet, lift the shoulders, and go. Right hand, left leg, drop the opposite leg down, come up, switch. Excellent work. Only 4 more. So for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the legs down, roll to one side, come up, side plank, hip dip. So on your elevated space, I'm just going to do it on the mat this time. So take whatever works best for you. Get set, shoulder, elbow in line, drop down, lift up. Now continue here, wherever that is, elevated or on the floor, and you might even take one leg in front of the other, straightening both legs or stacking. This would be your progression. Okay, so find what works best for you, that challenges you the most, but that you could do about 3 to 4 more of. Okay, here we go. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch sides. Over. When you're ready, find the best space for you and start to lift up, hold, and then just drop and lift. Drop. Once again, watch that bottom shoulder, that you're not collapsing into it. Everything is really steady and secure in that joint and in the girdle of the shoulder. Okay. Shoulders are back. Chest lifts up, so try not to look down at your feet. This happens sometimes. Okay, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're flipping it over so you can find that full variation of plank or supported, elevated someplace. Okay, so we just alternate again. Left knee comes up, out, in, and back. Right, out, in, and back. Up, out, in, back. Up, out, in, back, last 4, up, out, you've got it, and back, 3, 2, and 1. Now lowering all the way to the mat, down. You can take that ball if you still have it nearby. Okay, we'll take the ball. We'll just put everything together here. So ball in front of you, chest is down, shoulders are back, head is level. Inhale, lift everything up. Take the ball, reach back, take hold, and drop it down. Inhale, lift, opposite side. Just swap your direction each time. And down. Lift, and go. It's okay if you forget which side you just did. Just keep moving, it's okay. It'll work itself out. Last 4. Lift up, reach back, and down. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Very good. All right, take your hands underneath the shoulders. Slowly make your way back up. Pressing back into child's pose. Or if you want a big down dog, you could do that instead. Take that last full breath. And then just find yourself seated on the mat. And we have made it to the mermaid. Just a little restorative Pilates, because why? We're gonna call that one restorative because we restored our core. So there you go for my friend who likes restorative. We'll take a left arm up, so move it over. So if you're mirroring me, or just move over to the side, opposite of the front leg. Come back down and reach. Yeah, but a big old stretch. You got lots of oblique work in there today. So make sure you get that good stretch there. Let's take it one more time. If it bothers the knee of the leg that's bent back, just unfold it. It's okay. Come back up. Let's do a little forward fold. So again, here, or you can have legs crossed or a leg straight out. Just whatever suits you best, so that you can get your hips or your back or whatever feels better. So it's going to change where you feel it and where your legs are. Okay, we'll swap sides. Once again, this leg can be bent or straight out to the side. We'll sweep, reach, and bring it out all the way over and reach. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach it out. Inhale. Exhale, reach. And then come back up. Make a little choice here if you want to take that leg straight out, if you're just going to come over into your forward bend. Now I come back to seated. So once you've arrived back here at seated, just find some place that feels comfortable. We'll take another big sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands right down to your center and bow to your Pilates rock star. Thanks for showing up and being here and having fun with me today. Ta-da!
That was just plain mean.
Ah!